What's up, y'all? It's Agility, and I wanted to show you some of the best tips I found in Palworld. Starting with number one, how to make tons of money. Pals that drop more. This is especially useful when trying to make money. By having certain pals active whenever a world boss is defeated, you'll actually gain additional drops. For example, Menacing allows electric pals to drop more. So having a daily farm route where you defeat each electric world boss, you'll end up back at base with a ton of sellable material. Since each world boss, not dungeon boss, will spawn each day, you can have a set party for running your route. Mount to get there quickly from the nearest fast travel, the pal that gives the bonus drops, and the rest of the party is up to you. I like to use Gobfin with the Vanguard passive to speed this up even more since it boosts my attack way up. There's a site in the description that will show you each pal's ability, and if you simply search for the keyword drop, you can filter through each one that has that ability. Changing your attack type boosts damage significantly. With food buffs, passives, and pendants, you can increase your damage another 2 times the amount by simply using pals that change the elemental type of your attacks. Adding fire obviously gives you additional damage, but using fire against an ice pal will net you 2 times the amount of damage per hit. Using Azure Robe for her water damage against bosses like Blazamut and Suzaku each day will help getting those legendary schematics much quicker. Wixen, or as I like to call mine, Winin, will help you take on major bosses like Frostallion with much more ease. By countering any boss's element with a pal that grants their element to yours, you'll be breezing through much of the game's most difficult enemies. Even tower bosses become a free XP farm when countered properly. Using the same site as I mentioned previously, just search the keyword applies to find these specific pals. And if you need help remembering which element works on which, you can check the elements page in your survival guide. Here's the fastest way to mine ores in your base, period. Don't fret over using a pal to do it for you. You can do it significantly faster. By having a separate page in your pal box for your team, you could also have a separate page dedicated to your pals with unique abilities. I simply drop all my pals that I generally use for adventuring into my last page, and then on my second last page, I have pals that increase my work speed, logging speed, and mining speed. The mining speed ones are the most important for this. By equipping 5 pals with the mining passive, you can break ore in seconds. But that's not all. How about I also teach you how to eliminate the stress of hauling all that insane weight. It definitely helps to have pals that give you additional weight capacity, like the cats, with the mining passive, but that's not what makes this go so quickly. The trick is to actually drop the ore after you mined an entire node, then just after hitting the roll button in the direction of the next ore, you simply hit the pickup button. On console, I imagine the inventory always starts at the top left of the screen, so you could simply ensure that this spot is empty before starting this trick, so that each time you finish the roll pickup, you can quickly open your inventory, drop the stack, then continue. Once you've finished, you simply do the trick, but towards a box within your base. I'd recommend putting a box near the end of the route to really help. Making even more money. Depending on which resources you have the highest time generating, you can make tons of money through a few of these methods. I found that once I unlocked the ability to make salads, I was making them in such high amounts after dedicating a huge portion of my base to generating the ingredients. Selling a ton of salad can net you a huge chunk of gold, and you can even use some of the salad to feed your base, which will not only keep them from going hungry, but it also increases their work speed, which in turn means more salad. The same can be done once you unlock pizza. I'm currently using pizza as my best passive income, and it's kept me floating for a long while now. It helped me purchase ammo and high quality pal oil in ridiculous amounts without any real halt on my progress whatsoever. The next best sell would probably be the best pal spheres in the game, but for me, I find that a bit hard to generate enough of the material in a short amount of time that I've just stuck to pizza and boss routes. For the final tip, Gobfin. Gobfin, Gobfin, Gobfin. Not only is this a great farm for obtaining pal fluids, these guys have been in my team since the day I discovered their ability. The increased damage for just being in the party has helped me take out so many bosses with ease. If durability and ammo cost has ever crossed your mind when it comes to managing resources, one of the best ways to lower the cost of those is to use them less. In order to use them less, you simply need to do more damage. Each bullet needs to do more damage. By capturing a whole bunch of these guys, you can even start to merge the ones on your team to increase their ability even further, giving you more damage. And I would highly recommend obtaining ones with Vanguard at the very least. But for more effect, I'd also suggest Stronghold Strategist as well. With a team of several of these little guys, you can make quick work without ever even needing to send out a pal. Of course, adding the elemental attack to your damage on top of that only sacrifices a single spot on your team. So even if they were giving you 10% more attack at the very least, the elemental counter beats that outright by simply doubling your damage, so it's very worth. I have tons of other tips and strats, but these were definitely some of the more important ones I felt I needed to share. So if you did enjoy these or found them helpful, please be sure to drop a like, and if you discovered anything interesting yourself, let me know in the comments and I can try them out and maybe add them to the next video. You can also catch me live with the link to my Twitch down in the description as well. Alright, enjoy the rest of your day.